of football, let alone the Championship, which is very competitive. So yeah, we're disappointed we lost at the weekend. I don't think we deserved to lose. But as always in football, reactions are the main thing. It's a very long season. We're in an early part of the process here. Personally, I've enjoyed it.
You talked about having some of the slow starts, sometimes that the side are maybe turning up at half time. You find it difficult to put your finger on why that's happened?
No, listen, it happens sometimes in patches where I wouldn't say it's necessarily a slow start and criticise ourselves. There are elements we can look at ourselves, but also there are moments in games that happen. We started slow at Reading the first game. We ended up winning the game. Against Leeds, we didn't start slow, but they score a goal, and then the game starts from there. We're 1-0 down, and against Millwall, it's a pretty even first half, except for moments where we let Millwall be Millwall and be very effective in what they do. So there are disappointing factors to it. We need to address that without a doubt, and try and start well to get ourselves ahead in the game and see the confidence that will breed.
It's always going to take time for when a new manager comes in to get his ideas across, etc. But you've seen signs, you've seen things in training and in games that are making you feel positive that they are getting an idea of what you want.
Yeah, I'm positive, and yeah, we've got 9 new players. We've got plus 2 players back from loan who spent last year away from us. And yes, we're trying to change elements of the style and the way we do things behind the scenes. You know, that's what a manager's job is, to try and imprint his own style on the team. So yeah, I understand it will take time, but I'm seeing loads of good signs. And more importantly, I'm seeing work ethic and a desire of the players to take things on board and to win games for the club. And that's what will get us through in the end.
Is it a good thing to look forward to now, to have back-to-back home games?
If we perform and if we win them, it'd be great. You know, it's playing in front of our home fans. You know, we're disappointed how we played in the first game. The result, I think, against Leeds, there were an element of good stuff in our play as well. Leeds were very good and very clinical in the right times. But yes, we want to win in front of our home fans. We've got 2 opportunities to do that, which will see us in a good position in the table if we do get the right results.
Ipswich, another well-skilled Championship side. I mean, it's relentless, isn't it? It gives you an idea of just how tough it is when pretty much every side can beat every side in the Championship.
Yeah, that's what's tough about the Championship for me, is the competitive nature. We see it in the results every week. It's very hard to look through and try and call what the results will be, because everyone can beat each other, and it's a fantastic league. We have to deal with that. You can never rest when the games come around. You prepare as well as you can, but fundamentally it will come down to what we do, because I believe in this team and this squad, and I believe if we turn up and play how we can, then we're very strong in this league.
Any injury concerns ahead of the game at all, Frank?
No, not ones really. We know Scott Malone had an issue that came off on the weekend against Millwall. He's going to struggle to be fit. Other than that, we're waiting on a few. Tom Huddleston's very nearly fit, so there are a few that could be back in contention for us.
And have you had any further thoughts about whether or not you might dip into the loan market at all, or any other players?
No, not at the moment. We're looking at as a big picture in terms of we've got a big squad, so some players might leave in the loan market, and if it felt really right for us to maybe add one more player, we'd look at it. It'd have to be the right player that's going to improve us, obviously, at this point, and we've got a bit of time to look at that. Thank you.
There's 2 home games. Results aside, because sometimes results are out of your control, what are you hoping those home fans will see from your team members? The
same as every game. A desire, a hard work ethic and a passion about how we play, number 1. And then 2, good football. You know, we want to play good football. We want to entertain the fans, but at the end, we want to win the game. So yes, we'll focus all about performance, and then hopefully the result follows it.
Define that for us. Good football, because sometimes it can be.
I don't know how long you've got, because it could be a really long, maybe boring interview. Listen, good football for me is when we play fast, we play into exciting stuff. And with an essence on trying to win the ball back quickly, because fans, I think, I watch football, I want to see an energy and a desire to win the ball back, and when you have it, to move the ball quickly with the idea to score goals. So you can take that any way you want. You know, you can have the fantastic tiki-taka of Barcelona, or you can have Liverpool with fantastic counter-attacking speed in the way they play. Listen, everyone has to work to their own strengths, but I like to see pace and speed in our game.
It's got to be your profile. When I Vox Pop fans even before Reading, there was a level of excitement, kind of a buzz like I haven't experienced before, and there seems to be almost the reverse now. There's been a couple of poor results. Almost everyone's terribly excited in the other direction. Can you use that, or does everyone just need to calm down?
Well, I haven't necessarily felt that. I mean, I'm not gone searching for answers because this happens in football. So the excitement of me coming in, I think, was probably too much because I had work to do, and that's the essence of the job. The fact that we've lost 2 games again, it shouldn't be an overreaction. I don't think we use any of it. I think we work on the training ground, we believe in ourselves, and we try and get results.
Frank, you said after the game that you'd like to work on a couple of things defensively. Have you managed to do that given the short space of time between Saturday and tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't remember saying that exactly, but I like to work on a lot of things all the time, and it's between games when it's a short space. It's not easy, but yeah, we've spoken a little bit as we do with reflection of the game, and managed to work this morning, not at a really high, long level because of fitness, and we need to be fresh tomorrow. But yeah, we worked on some bits.
How much now is it the responsibility of the players to know when to play, inverted commas, this fast, good football? Is it down to the players to choose the moments to play that kind of way?
That's always the case, and we're obsessed at the moment with playing out from the back. We're obsessed with what kind of style of football we're playing. And what you said there is exactly the answer. Good decisions at the right times on the pitch to move the ball quickly to try and hurt the other team, and when you lose the ball to try and win it back quickly. Those are the basics of football, and that's what we're trying to do.
And for you, I guess it's trying to link the second half at Millwall, the 15-20 minutes you dominated against Leeds, the end of Reading into one performance.
Yeah, of course. And that's the slightly frustrating part, is that we've shown very good glimpses, more than glimpses, periods in games, in every game, but we haven't came out and started a game the way we wanted to start and sustained it. If we can do that, I believe we'll get the positive results, and we must do that. You know, we can't expect that at this level, at this competitive league, that to have periods of games, to be 2-0 down and try and recover a game. However much you dominate a second half, it's always going to be hard to go and try and win a game from that position. So we need to sustain it over 90 minutes.
How sometimes discouraging can it be when you are implementing your ideas, but you're not winning games of football? Is that difficult for the players to accept?
It's difficult for everyone, player, manager. You know, we work very, very hard. You do all the detail in the build-up. And sometimes the nature of football is that you don't win the match, whether you think you deserve to or you didn't. You made a mistake or you didn't. You don't win the match. So yeah, it's frustrating, but that's a good thing in as such as it's football, and you have to realise very quickly that comes, and realise that the beauty of football is that 3 days later you can put it all right and see yourself in a different position. And then 4 days after that we go again and we try and do it, and then more days after that. You know, it's a constant. So the frustration has to end very quickly, and we have to be positive about what we can do.
Two of the players you have been missing, Tom Huddleston and Curtis Davis, how important do you think they will be when eventually they do play, especially your captain?
Yeah, both. They'll both be very important for us. Curtis is our leader, a very good defender. You know, we know the careers Curtis had and the impact he's had at this club in the last year. And Tom brings a quality in terms of possession on the ball and what he can do, and his presence in the team is huge. So yeah, we miss 2 big players, 2 big characters in both of those.
And just finally from me, no Harry Wilson on Saturday. Is he likely to be in the squad tomorrow? He's
doubtful. He trained today, and we have to be careful with Harry because he had a small injury. So we'll see come tomorrow where he's at. Thank you.
Just on Curtis Davis, Frank, how close is he? You said Tom's close.
Well, Curtis was outside the last 2 or 3 days. With muscle injuries, just be very careful to push, even though you think you maybe can push. And I think the physios and Curtis are in that process at the minute of just being careful that we don't push and re-injure him in any way. So he won't be available tomorrow, but hopefully he's getting close. I know that's not the exact answer you want, but that's all I can give you.
What is his injury? What is the muscle?
Hamstring.
So you've got to be careful when you start.
Yeah.
Craig Forsyth, it's funny how football can change, isn't it? I mean, Craig Forsyth came on Saturday, Scott Malone got injured, Craig Forsyth came in, and you said afterwards you thought he did particularly well for you, and he's suddenly back in the frame, possibly to start again.
Yeah, he did very well. Craig Forsyth, I was happy with him, for him, because you know he wants to play, and I know that. And when he doesn't play so much, and we bring in Scott Malone, then that's obviously a situation. But it doesn't mean anything. But I like Craig Forsyth as a player, and I want him here. He showed his composure on the ball when he came on, the stature that he's got, very good defender that he's been for this club, and it's great for us that he comes in and does the job. When on call, when you're on the bench, you need to come in and produce. Craig certainly produced, and it puts him in the picture, as he always has been, we need to rely on our squad, and Craig's well and truly part of that.
The under-23s played tonight. Last week you had 3 players playing in there: Chris Martin, George Thorne and Jake Busfield. Are the senior players involved tonight?
Yeah, Chris Martin's involved, Anya's involved, and that's it actually. Yeah, those 2.
And just finally on Dwayne Holmes, he's the latest of the signings coming. Where is he at the moment? Because I know on previous signings you've kind of given him that type of speed. Is that where he's at? Yeah, he had an injury at Scunthorpe. He played, I think, half an hour of their first game of the season. But having had an injury and been at a new club, he needs a little bit of bedding in time in terms of fitness and just probably environment. He's training with us every day and he's doing extra work. So hopefully very soon he's fit to be, in and amongst it.